Hello, I'm Denise LaFrance. Coming up on this edition of City Beat. The city of Las Cruces is growing, and some cutting-edge technology is helping city employees better plan and develop our growth. We'll show you how it is putting Las Cruces on the map. Last month, we showed you how Las Cruces celebrated the Aggie football team's historic season. This month, we show you how the momentum carried on into the men's basketball. The city hopes to better connect with Las Crucens through social media. See how a platform called Tint is assisting. And you may get to vote on a general obligation bond to bring new facilities or facility upgrades. Details are ahead in our Ask the segment. Welcome to City Beat for the month of March. Las Cruces planners are using aerial images that are better than satellite to help plan and develop our growing area. An imagery product called NearMap is making it easier, safer, and more efficient to capture these images. And because of the various uses of the imagery, the city is even getting some recognition. CLC TV's Jennifer Martinez explains.
The city of Las Cruces subscribes to a high-tech mapping product called NearMap. The technology is also helping to put Las Cruces on the map. Last month, the NearMap company asked employees to explain to a marketing crew the unique ways they use the imagery.
We were invited when we had discussions with the NearMap group and began explaining the technology that we're using within the city. They began realizing that the city was a pretty unique experience, that we are using this in ways that other people are not.
In the past, the resolution was much less precise. Images were less frequent, and in many cases, that forced employees to have to physically visit field sites.
It gives resolutions that you can zoom into and see resolutions of down to 3 inches or less.
The high-resolution images help community development employees better serve customers by expediting their work. Employees can view images in-house and give customers clear visual answers to their questions.
And then I went into the imagery and was like, wait a minute, the road is built. I wasn't aware of it. It was just brandly done October of last year, but I wasn't aware of it. So I actually was able to see the split image from NearMap and see the 2016 and 2017 how the road was built.
The marketing crew spoke with a city traffic engineer to learn how the imagery has helped to complete work orders more quickly for street maintenance. It now takes as little as 10 minutes to solve a problem, where in the past it was much longer.
We used to take about a week, or sometimes we have to spend about a month because of the backlog. It's really vital to keep it up and then provide the customer service.
Just about every city department uses the imagery, and perhaps soon many others will know about Las Cruces because they use the imagery, as the city represents one of many municipalities and companies that use this cutting-edge technology nationwide. For City Beat, I'm Jennifer Martinez.
Thanks, Jen. Previous mapping was captured every few years, leaving lots of gaps in imagery. This high-resolution imagery is captured at least once a year. In front of nearly 13,000 people in early February, the NMSU basketball team was successful in their Pack the Pan Am campaign against rival Grand Canyon University. The team has had many recent success, like having their defense ranked number 4th in the nation and 12th in the country for field goal percentage. The team's success over the years has become a big draw for Las Cruces, a big enough draw to fill seats to the top of the Pan Am.
The atmosphere is electric, it's exciting. It said it was sold out. I was a little confused because back in the time when I came to school, it was never this type of feel.
I think we're seeing in the community that there's a lot of excitement for Aggie Sports. But I think this last season, it was really awesome to see the fans, the crowds growing and watching the football games. We see it now here because it's carrying over to basketball season and more people are excited to come watch the game. And I think even for us, it's being able to pass it on to our little fans too.
Gosh, you know, the atmosphere for Aggie Sports is the highest I've ever seen it since I was a young child, and it's been amazing. I mean, gosh, look at all the people here, and what a game. I mean, even the rafters are full. That's incredible.
It's just fun. This atmosphere is just fun, being around people enthusiastic about the game. Like, it's just a fun atmosphere.
It makes me feel very good because this is a packed house. We never seen this before. The excitement's just so funny because GCU thinks they're gonna win, but we're totally gonna come back and then they're gonna lose. So we're going to win. We're going to win.
The Aggies won the WAC tournament in Las Vegas last year as they beat Cal State Bakersfield 70-60. Last year, the men's team made their 23rd appearance in the NCAA tournament and their 5th appearance in the last 6 years. The city of Las Cruces is hoping to better connect with social media users. A new program allows city employees to find your posts based on locations and hashtags. If you share your photos with the public, we might also share them too on city displays like the monitor in the information desk at City Hall. Take a look.
Las Cruces has a new social media display platform called Tint. Tint gathers public social media posts from the world's leading social media sites, for example, Instagram. It allows the city to sift through these posts and generate creative displays. The city will likely capture most posts from Instagram because of its photocentric nature. You can take a selfie, a photo of your family, or even the sunsets and Oregon mountains. Tint searches location tags so the next time you post a pic at Meerscheidt or the Aquatic Center, their locations can help you get noticed. You might see your photo on display at City Hall where the first display board is located, or soon on the city's website. Show your photos and tell us the great experiences you're having throughout the City of Crosses.
Display boards are expected to appear in other city facilities over time. You can participate now by using the hashtag City of Crosses. Work is beginning to come to an end at Main Street, Solano, and Three Crosses. We checked in with the Department of Transportation to see what's left to complete. As you can see, a lot of the road work is complete. The area has had a lot of congestion as the work continued, but the good news is there is an end in sight.
Actually, it's gone really well. We've been blessed with excellent weather, so everything's been right on task. Everything's gone well. Right now we're looking at about the middle of April, but we will have some finalization that'll take place, so around middle, end of April.
You can learn more about the construction by visiting las-cruces.org and clicking on the Major Roadway Projects box at the bottom of the page. You can help save the earth and possibly look good doing it. Details ahead in our City Minute. The Great American Cleanup is set for April 14th. Residents can volunteer to clean up throughout the city at parks, schools, streets, and businesses. Sign up with Keep Las Cruces Beautiful at 528-4506. The 6th annual Reuse and Recycle Fashion Show takes place from noon to 1 on April 21st at the Plaza de Las Cruces. Contribute with your fashion ideas made from recyclables or be a model and show off someone else's earth-saving ideas. Details are available by calling 528-4508. The city surplus auction has been scheduled for Saturday, April 28th. The city collects items no longer used or needed by each department and set aside for public bidding. Items usually include office equipment, vehicles, furniture, recreation equipment, and more. And a new bus services has been made available to senior residents who eat lunch at Munson and Eastside Senior Centers. The new route, called the Lunch Ride, is a pilot program which will run for 6 months. It combines dial-a-ride service with a fixed route between 9:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. For more information, you can call Senior Programs at 528-3000 or Roadrunner Transit at 541-2500. The city of Las Cruces is planning a general obligation or GO bond election for late August of this year. It's an opportunity for residents to decide whether or not they want to fund new facilities that would improve the quality of life in our community. Here with more on the GO bond election is CLC TV's Udell Vigil with this month's Hasta.
Hello and welcome. Our guest for this edition of Hasta is Deputy Fire Chief Jason Smith, who is a point person for the GO bond election. Deputy Chief, thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, what is a GO bond election?
General obligation election is a chance for voters to approve the use of a property levy or property tax to fund capital projects that the city then can go and construct. Sometimes these are projects that otherwise the city wouldn't be able to get done, and these things go out to the voters for approval and for ideas so that they can be found on a ballot, and they can vote on them, and once approved, the city can get those projects started and get them completed.
Okay, and how much are we looking for in this GO bond election?
Right now, currently, we're looking for a lot of public input to get ideas for projects to see what the community would want. The numbers that we're presenting in the public meetings are $10 million worth of bonds. Mm-hmm. What amount, or how many projects that the $10 million would fund with that? That basically equates to about a small property tax increase of $1 million.
So for a property owner, $100,000, what would that translate to annually?
Annually, that's only about $33 for that property. Okay. The mill is based on $1 for every $1,000 of taxable value of a property. So if anybody wants to see specifically what the impact would be for them, they would have to go look at their county statement of their taxable property appraisal that they should have received sometime in the past.
Okay. Now, the city had a series of public input meetings to try to get ideas from the public on the types of projects they would like to see funded. What was some of the feedback you received?
We received a lot of feedback through emails and then also through the public meeting that we held. The concepts or the ideas that have been put forth so far are improvements to parks and trails, the addition of bathrooms at parks, taking care of some areas around the airport, also looking at art in public spaces, or making sure that any project we take on has art as a part of it.
So most of the feedback then is quality of life type projects, right? Just amenities that would help enhance life here in Las Cruces.
It seems to be most of the projects are for things that the citizens can go out and enjoy, and it's important to remember that anybody who still has an idea or wants to contribute can, because any capital project from parks and trails to facilities, even to fire stations, can be funded with a GO bond.
Okay, and what is the date now for the election?
The date we're looking at for the GO election would be August 28th. In June, City Council will have a chance to approve what will be on the ballot, and once they approve that, we'll hold the election in August.
Okay, very good. Well, Deputy Chief Jason Smith, thank you very much for joining us on Hasta.
Thank you.
Thank you, Udell. And remember, you can visit the city's website, las-cruces.org, to keep up to date on the GO bond process. Well, that's all for this edition of City Beat. Remember to tune in for City Council meetings right here Mondays at 1 p.m. You can also find all archived meetings and programs on clctv.com. Plus, we have so much more on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. I'm Denise LaFrance.